Hi, everyone. Okay, the fact that Muhammad was the seal of the Prophet, the final messenger, that is an indication that man is invited to manage his life and even manage the world after all basic needs were known to him to deal with and beyond. We should understand here when we use the term man, we mean he or she, because the world is built upon the shoulders of both of them. Back to Medina, where Muhammad established a society encompassing Jews, Christians, Sabians, atheists, and Muslim believers, of course, with equal rights, same citizenship, all nationalists participants in the well being of their city. Launched what's known as the Charter of Medina. Some would call it even Constitution of Medina, one of the rarest documents kept and survived from the time of Prophet Muhammad, forming thus a community of peace and order amongst different social and religious factions. Muhammad's role was the mediating authority, validating freedom of religion, what Islam promotes and accepts as a common law. Quraysh tribes later prepared to attack Medina. Some Jewish tribes aided and provided them information to facilitate their aims. Discovered later by Muhammad and considered to be act of treason, of course. As the constitution states, so Muhammad expelled some and ordered executing others to their laws. As the law said. Finally, Muhammad followers outnumbered Quraysh and were equipped to enter Mecca, and so he did. And the Meccans surrendered and accepted voluntarily to embrace Islam, as most companions convinced their relatives who stayed behind them in Mecca, of course, because they're all Qurayshi, the Muhajirin, half of Muhammad's first followers, that is. So convinced their relatives who were already convinced and ready for this before Muhammad entered Mecca. 2 years later, Muhammad died, but Islam spread after Muhammad as it was addressed to all humanity by means of trade, whereby Mecca and Medina are connected to different parts of the world, the south Yemen, and the north Damascus, what they call the world of, um, it's a vast world of my God, I forgot the word. Anyway, connected to their neighbors and a large territories, etc. As well by what's called Islamic expansions. And those expansions were more or less the same as others would have done and did already, like Romans and Persians and Assyrians, etc. And so many. As it was the case in that era. This is how it was in that time. Not unlike today, we have the United Nations, we have international law, and so on. Today, almost 2 billion Muslims worldwide worshiping Allah, respecting Muhammad and copying his acts and deeds. But we have a problem with all this. The problem is in the transmission of what is believed to be Muhammad's. We have to admit that some Muslims, pretentious, and non-Muslims, distorted Muhammad's sayings, as well as fabricated many, which gave Islam an aspect other than what God meant and what Muhammad delivered, turning Islam to terrible and horrible religion sometimes. Let's not forget that Muhammad suffered a lot in his lifetime, lost father before birth, mother at 6, raised in custody of grandfather and uncle, both died, leaving him in distress, then lost his wife Khadija, his sons. So he felt amputated and yet accomplished his mission and did generate out of this experience nothing but mercifulness and compassion, love and tolerance, generosity and support to the needy, and asked everybody to do so. How can it be not like this? And he's a messenger of God Almighty, all loving, all caring, all knowing, all forgiving, all provider. It's only natural because this is his duty, his mission, the message he came to deliver. Today, we can say that we are left after his death with his message, which is the Quran, God's words, to deal with on an individual level, to manage our life using our skill, our intellect, helping others, building the world, and pass the message to new generations to come. We stop here, and I thank you for joining in.